Two more seconds, guys. I'm loading in. No, thanks for FunCon with AutoHost. Much appreciated. Here we go. We don't want to pay for her to not be. Let's just go. Whoa, had like a hitch there. Meat pie. Now we have one Lighthouse mission left, hence the stream title. Crime and Punishment. Sam Krieg seems to know a lot about the shadowy sickness that underlies Solomon Island's history. Trace the famous author's research in the island and find the source of his knowledge. The lighthouse is filled with books and discarded papers. This room is the culmination of Sam Krieg's interest in Solomon Island. Find out what first brought him here and trace the evidence back to the source of his knowledge.
We may curse heaven for our fate, but hell is a device of our own construction. The Ebony Tower, #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list, 5 weeks running. We are the architects of our own destiny. There's no innocence only ignorance. Nobody could ever accuse me of empathy, of genuinely caring for people. In fact, they'd probably say that Sam Krieg is a cold son of a bitch. And they'd be right. People don't interest me. The acts of people, now those are intrinsically interesting. Particularly the consequences of those actions. Cause and effect, crime and punishment. It's every book I ever wrote and sold 1 million copies of. So what did the good folk of Kingsmouth do to deserve their fate? I tell you, they were evil. Kingsmouth, Solomon County, pure evil, all of it. Like a modern-day Sodom and Gomorrah. Always was. From the moment the pilgrims stepped off the boat and set forth on these shores. There's a dark rot festering behind the flower print veil of the Labor Day barbecues, homecoming parades, and maple syrup. I should know. The deeper I dug, the darker the hole, the more I found. The goddamn abyss of foreshadowing. I've seen evidence of acts so cruel and demented, so twisted and sick, right out there, that people might confuse them for one of my books. And if you've read any of them, and I'm sure you have, you'd know that this place has blood on its hands, and plenty of crime to its name. I'm sure you know this one. Show a gun on the mantelpiece in the first act. Before the curtain goes down, it's going to blow someone's scrotum off. Upon the wicked shall fall a rain of fire and brimstone.
Alright. Find evidence of Krieg's research into the island. Are you shitting me, Lucinda? Good for public relations. I think you get off on connecting me with these lunatic fans. I think you're hoping I'll kill someone. Wouldn't it be wonderful to bump sales and get rid of me in a most spectacular fashion? This fanatic you found is even more obsessed than the redhead in Tulsa. Sure, I got information out of him, but it took everything I had not to blow his balls off. And I bet I could have gotten away with it too. Your Honor, look at the website this man has about me. Look at this picture I had to throw in the garbage. Notice the pathetic eyes begging me to end his miserable life. I would also like to submit evidence this goddamn fucking town. I had to abandon my car at an intersection because the gravel road, with the stupidest sentimental name I ever heard, became too narrow. Oh, and thank you for the GPS, Lucinda. It tried its utmost to steer me into a fiery fucking death. So let me see, find Sam Krieg's car, and I believe Lover's Regret is the area.
Quick access inventory updated.
Your journey has been calculated. Please exit onto a mapped road. Continue eastbound for 200 yards, then take the second exit. Prepare to turn right. Turn right and follow the road for 500 yards. Continue to follow the road. Prepare to turn left. Turn left now. Navigation is paused.
What?
Your journey has been calculated. Please exit onto a mapped road. Continue eastbound for 200 yards, then take the second exit. Prepare to turn right. Turn right and follow the road for 500 yards. Continue to follow the road. Prepare to turn left. Turn left now.
Where would it turn left at?
Navigation is paused.
Oh wait, is it here? Alright. Turn left, so try and turn left here. So up this way. Isn't there like a there's like a gas station up there.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
Oh, it's a picture in the trash. I'll never forget this, Sam. Check out my site, samkriegsightings.wordpress.com. We gotta keep hitting them with the ugly truth. Maybe you can just find the house. Well, I kinda wanna look at that website just to look it up. I am unable to give details, but it's vitally important for whoever stumbles across this message to track down and interrogate Sam Krieg. Or was it Krieg? No matter. He's privy to secrets that should never have been revealed to him and should be forever hidden. Hidden except to those able to withstand their meeting. His source should be, how does the phrase go? Taken care of, with prejudice. I would pursue this task personally, but I find myself indisposed. No further details are necessary at this juncture. Well, it seems we have a lot of unexpected visitors. Interesting. Someone can't be trusted. Did I say unexpected? I meant unsuspecting. Where are we? I don't know who you are or why you're here, but be careful. As Suetonius once said, what the hell is this shit? That's probably not what he once said. Oh man. It just gives me well, what's Suetonius? Roman historian. It's a blog. Well, Suetonius is a person. It's like a book number or something. Like, what the hell would that number be? Or that combination of letters and numbers? Alright, let's see if we can. See if we can find a house. Ooh, I found a lore. Even better. Loot lantern. It's even got the same AC unit. Aha! Yeah, so we have a keypad, and I'm sure you get the code from the blog or some crap. I have no idea. It's not. Yeah, I don't think that's a. All right, I'm gonna look up a hint on this thing because I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. Wait, so the hint is mentioning something I never even saw? What kind of bullshit is that? Was I just being retarded? So it's changed? Oh, I can't read that shit. So they changed it. So there's supposed to be an entry from April 2nd that literally says on the blog, your Fortis security codes all come from his books. So they've changed. Does that mean they changed the code too, though, or no? It's not on Amazon. Maybe they had to change it. What about the number of books? Alright, so yeah, so the whole clues about this mission from TSW do not match at all. But I'm curious if the old code still works. Yeah, the same old code still works. But none of the clues are the same. Like, not even a little bit. And yet the new guide on TSWB still shows the old hints, even though they don't apply. So the code is 8237. I don't know what the I don't know what the other part of it is. Oh my god. It's the wrong site. Okay, so the original one is there. uh The original one is there. Okay, this is funny. This is funny. Um I'm I didn't even notice this. So, I went to Sam Creek sightings KREIG instead of IEG. And if you go there, you can read that it says... I swear I typed in the right one too. So if you go here, EI instead of IE, Sam Krieg, or was it Krieg? No matter, right? That's the clue right there, that you misspelled it. And this is apparently a C cipher that says you spelled Krieg wrong. So then, if you go to the right one, you get the actual blog you're supposed to find. Which has your 4-digit security code comes from all his books. And then he says something about his favorite books. And there's supposed to be like an ISBN number or something in the pictures. I don't see that in these, but anyways, that's supposed to come from the ISBN number. They're supposed to... That's how you're supposed to know. But, yeah. They're all tagged with the ISBN numbers. Oh, like alt tagged or something, maybe? Can't really view source from this browser. Anyways, it's pretty interesting that there's a side little jaunt if you misspell Krieg. Dream Cycle. Detergent. What the fuck is this? Orange juice or something? Foul Cupped Pendulum hardcover original. I hate when it does this. It did this the other day. Sometimes it'll just stop. The in-game browser just seems to stop working. Alright, so the gig is you go Google that and it's an actual book and you can use the ISBN number. Welcome back, Sam Krieg Rules. Select your inquiry. Hey, we did all the investigation missions in Savage Coast. So, let's just go through them. Solomon Island is a magnet for grimy souls. Is there any other kind? King Arthur's Verbroma, things that go bump in the mouth. Occult ambitions. And the soil's turmoil fed on each other like alien corals, like acne and depression. Perfect fit for Illuminati doctrine. Max. Influence. Min. Exposure. Abandoned in the flight to New York. Gone corporate. Infiltrated by communists. Island's power hasn't waned, only feeds and festers. Founded in 1798 as a private boarding school, front for something. Smuggling the devil's gifts. Funded by a Russian prince, run by Illuminati, rituals on every syllabus, rebuilt in 1850 after the Great Fire, rebuilt in 1904 after the earthquake, rebuilt in 1967 after the explosion, Soviets wanted it back. The most feared track and field team in the state. Henderson had talent for excruciating arts, always restless, somber, volatile. Broke from occult circles to build farm. Why? Oldest son, crushed in 1904. Suicide, enter sorrow, dug deeper into necromancy, thanatology, Egyptian rites. Both daughters died, entered madness and melancholy, exit with razor. Built during the mining boom of the 1870s, machines greased with blood, conflict with the Wabanaki, they had socialist sympathies. Mine was shut down, reopened in the 1970s. Foreman shot the shaman, protesters jailed, land sold to third party, unable to trace, could be Soviet. Recently started quarrying at the site, soils like skin, no limit to how deep our nails could dig. So that was Blue Ridge Mine, so Atlantic Island Park. Main magnate Nathaniel Winter, born Kaminsky, bought the Henderson farm in the late 1970s, wanted to build an amusement park. Front for Soviet missile base? Question mark. Henderson's dark legacy in the air, Henderson's blood soaking the soil. Winter fast-tracked his permits, mining connections, and pushed through all red tape and resistance. Hell-bent on children's amusement. Overlook Motel. Motel built in 1960s, Shirley's Temple, cold day in November 1986, the little American town doctrine. 5 guests disappeared. 5 points on a pentagram? Question. Iron curtains. Journalists been poking around. Cold War communications base? Question. Walls were known to be thin. Black House. Built in 1974 by Carrie Killian, this single woman from Miami may have spent time in Minsk. Locals didn't take kindly to her arts. Riled up rumors, torch-bearing mob, barred the doors and windows. The night we burned her down now, it's a party house for the punks and intimates. Brat initiation rites. Beat the fright, stay at night, no one ever does. Sam Krieg. Born September 11, 1951, history teacher, married 3 times. Anne-Marie Ellsworth left him in 1983. Glass host was a front. TV star Bobby Mann, born Pope Scoop, left him in 1986. Third wife Elizabeth Gavin died of breast cancer in 2002. Writes letters to his dead wife, loves Casimir, hates the Hobbes, misanthrope, knows all about the darkness in our hearts, the cadence of shit. Conspiracy buff, dominant theme in his novels, people pulled into the abyss, drinking problems, writer's block, OCD. This guy had a serious Soviet fascination. This local conspiracy theorist, John Anderson, is an entirely American construct. His paranoias are rooted in the Cold War. His favorite author is a second-rate genre writer. His knowledge of secret societies begins and ends with information about New York. That is why the Illuminati are looking for this man. He fled the island soon after his meeting with Krieg because he knew they would come. One man's informant is another man's bane, is another man's commodity. If the Illuminati really wish to find this man, they need to look no further than a locked room in a nameless town inhabited by muted monks. It is amazing how far silence can go in getting a man to tell you everything he knows. That kind of sounds like Sale, to be honest. Like a dragon snapped him up. Level 28. We got a vanity reward, which is plain socks black.
Critical empowerment results.
All right. Let's go knock out these side missions I'm missing down here, and then we'll go do some academy missions. Message in a bottle. Survival of the Dead. A bottle here has a message in it. According to the message, there are survivors holed up in houses on the south of the island near Salmon's End. I feel that the bottle was here though, and someone must have intentionally put it here. But why? Oop, I see a rare boss. Hello, Ashen's son.
Critical empowerment results.
All our terminals are currently occupied. We apologize for the temporary inconvenience, but this represents an essential stress test of our competitors' networks. We must evaluate the strengths and weaknesses of their invisible systems, as well as their reactions under pressure. Please do not hesitate to send further reports. It is possible at this time that they will slip through the network cracks. However, those lost reports could end up being the most significant of all, precisely because they remained unread. Alright, so we're gonna go... Oh wait, those other ones disappeared. Wasn't there another one down here somewhere? Weird. Oh, there's a discarded jacket over here somewhere. Wait. You guys are back already? Trespassers will be zombified. A townie jacket in the old block in the crossfield implies there might have been someone else on campus in the fog rolled in. Trespassers are present in the county grounds near the crossfield when the fog rolled in from the sea. Find and deal with them. Investigate the lacrosse court. Oh, this is the one with the, Okay, I remember this one. They're playing. You have a trespassing attacker, defender, and goalie. Sports! You ugly. Hello, Lord. Aha. What passive do I need next?
Yes?
Holy crap, I have so many missions to do here. Guess we'll finish the Annabelle's missions, since we already did one of them. Strange boathouse in the mist. When the Innsmouth Academy defenses fell, several of the staff made for the boathouse. Annabelle Usher fears the worst, that the shadows of the island's legacy got hold of them before they could escape. Check the boathouse for clues.
A fringe benefit of my talents is a heightened sensitivity to the natural world, particularly when the unnatural puts the boot in. When the trouble started, some of the staff made a break for the river. Trained magi who could take care of themselves. But something was waiting for them. Nothing natural. It's still out there. Carter and I have had the same dream, and it's a doozy. The harvest at Henderson's farm, swollen and churning with lava and disease. Like those dead, traumatizing time-lapse documentaries.
Ah, Archibald Henderson's murderous legacy. It is another weft in the fascinatingly grim weave of Solomon Island history.
There is a lot of seriously bad shite emitted from my copy of the school prospectus.
The Academy had absolutely no truck with his creations. Initially. During his life. He was a magus, but at heart a simple farmer. Likely barely able to comprehend, let alone control, his messy undoing.
I come from an agricultural family.
Yeah, my parents grow sunflowers.
I sense this situation is socially awkward.
Ach no, not more than usual, to be fair.
It's kind of bizarre the subtitles stuck there. In fact, they're still stuck on my screen. The Academy had absolutely no truck with this creation. It's still on my screen. Let's do a reload UI. Yeah. Okay, so we want to investigate Zippo House. It's not creepy or anything. Academy Staff ID card. Ferdinand Atwood. search for a missing boat. Francis Ashley. Albert Morgan. Applied Necromancy. William Ellery. And Alan Dyer. Trepanation. Interesting.
Local bounty detected. Initiated.
Blue Lantern. Something fishy. Christine Armitage. Nadine Upham. Donald Lake. Lauren Peasley. Final missing boat. Gilman. Barry Wilmarth. They lost like their entire staff. Jesus. I see you whereabouts out there. Don't think I don't. Charlie Malone. Ouch. Ah! Ah, crap. No! No, it's not a good time for a lag spike. Stop that. Fuck me. Come on, really? Are you serious right now? It's gonna DC me from the fucking server. Son of a bitch. I don't know how it didn't DC me there. Haha! That was a hell of a long lag spike. Jesus Christ. And now I lost connection to server after I killed it. What is going on? And the rear boss is back up. I sure as shit hope it counted. Yeah, it did, because it's not showing up as a skull anymore. Holy crap, that's some bullshit.
Hi there.
Evolution has teeth, and currently those teeth are the ridges of Solomon Island. The scholars who tried to escape, each a certified magus, fell prey to panic, and so they deserve to die. This is good news. Better a pile of dead cowardly magi than a band of powerful traitors. Initially, that was our suspicion. Learn from their mistakes. Do not panic and try to flee the island. That is what the island wants. Stick to the roof of its mouth. Wait, and it will spit you out.
Critical empowerment results.
Keep fighting the good fight, or whatever you believe you're doing.
Carter unleashed. Carter is frustrated by having to sit idle while the school is falling around her. She wants to get out there and use her considerable abilities, but she's afraid of the consequences. Carter's powers could help deal with the hordes of uncontrolled familiars if she had someone to watch over her. First, find out how to retain her powers and protect yourself.
Hey, can I talk to you? Chosen one to, chosen one. About a big problem. Obviously not as big a problem as all the other big problems you guys are dealing with outside those walls. But still, help? Okay, so the practical alchemy class keeps racks of replacement familiars hung up in the basement. At least a dozen for every student. It's called practical alchemy for a reason. It's not as gross as it sounds. Okay, it pretty much is as gross as it sounds. Now they're waking up. A whole army of creepy dolls right under our feet. Miss Usher and Mr. Montauk want me on the bench for this game, and I know it's to keep their star player from getting injured mid-season. But it feels more like being in the penalty box. I want to step up to bat. I want to help out. I can use my powers. The really freaky ones. They warded the school from the inside because of me. I'm tired of being scared of it, being made sick by it. Maybe that's how my powers want to be used. For me to just say the words and tear it all down. Look, if I set it off, I kinda need someone to make sure I can stop again. Like a chaperone. It's not quite the Halloween prom, but, well, that's where this all started. Worst prom night ever.
Hi there.
Okay. Hypothesis. Exploiting Carter's amplifying power to allow the industrial application of ore to the stricken school. Possible drawback. Uncontrolled amplification, intense thermonuclear devastation. Hypothetical prevention of hypothetical drawback. Use exceedingly small dosages of anima. This might be extracted from a familiar skull. Extracted anima power would be a matter of microjoules. An auspicious number of dosages, say 7, combined using a wand manipulator fused into the portable war generator. Trialed by the class of 09. Note to self, do not mention the trialing the class of 09. Best case scenario, charged war generator reaches resonation point with Carter's pencil. Worst case scenario. Too dreadful to consider? Revisit. So we need the anima manipulator.
Quick access inventory
And some familiars to smash. Portable war generator. Hey, got a rare. And more.
access inventory updated.
Meet Carter in the basement.
Don't worry. I'm tougher than I look. It's this one. Just so you know, things are about to get kind of gross.
Awesome. Yeah.
I've never gone this far. I mean, with my powers. I think I like it. Just so you know, things are about to get kind of gross. nosebleed too. We better get back. Let's make this our secret. Deal?
Hey, first tier of challenges is done. Carter features in many of her models. She is a pure harbinger of chaos. Her gift raw but undeniable, and she was always going to play a part. It was not luck that put the two of you together, neither was it coincidence. It was the natural consequence of all the preceding events. We knew this was going to happen, and it did. No need to update a working model. Carter is pretty cool. Huh, that's where it lets you out. It's like hatch right here. So I think we just have Montag's quests in here now. It's got like 4 of them, I think.
Hello?
Yep, 4 of them. The faculty. Situation at the academy is dire. Past faculty members are rampaging the grounds as specters, and the headmaster recognizes that they might reactivate an old war golem. If that were to happen, it would be a most catastrophic situation. It's imperative to stop the specters before they get that far.
At least the war golem's still in formaldehyde.
Huh. It's funny you should mention that.
Funny, comical, or funny peculiar?
I don't really understand the phrase. I was auditioning it for future personable conversation.
Mixed success then.
We have all seen the reanimated corpses of recently deceased staff. Felt pathos at those once great minds leaking from vacant orbits.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I have also witnessed professors of an older vintage making their agonizing way through the halls. Historically, many faculty members were convinced to donate their mortal remains to the Academy ahead of their untimely deaths, for the betterment of knowledge. I believe their knowledge is now being perverted by some vandalous hand. One that plays them like fleshy puppets to access areas most forbidden. We possess an Illuminati war golem from the 1600s, purely for reference purposes. The school records of its last activation make for gruesome, albeit entertaining, reading. Such an activation would require a full faculty meeting.
So this could get worse before it gets better?
Oh no. I shouldn't think it would get better.
It's just going to get worse. So, faculty records. Let's see. Okay, so arcane geometry room. Now we need defensive magic. Parapsychology. Yeah, there's a cool pumpkin. Cult history. Summoning lab. Should you just full heal back up? Wow, that one actually took a little bit of work. Ooh, lantern!
Visual tracking initiated. Visual tracking initiated.
Level 29. Get to the roof. Get to the roof. Aww, there's supposed to be a rare up here. Someone must have killed him. That was weird. Also, I think my grenade, like, just fucked him up. I didn't expect that to be cool. Oh, hey, the rare's here. Nice. Hexes and how to avoid them. A mysterious book titled Hexes and how to avoid them is discarded from the Innsmouth Academy roof. Its knowledge should be stored in a more secure location. Turn the book to the library. What is this buff? Hexed Gloom Shroud. And now hexed with Confusion? Ah. Animated anger. Look! Jackalopes! Hello, Jackalope! Is that a, like, Lost Springs reference? You walk through the wreckage scattered by a stirring force. You draw closer to it. Let your footfalls become an executioner's tread, for the change this being wreaks is self-centered, the mark of petty vengeance. Learn from it, consider how those fettered scholars, once released, could not turn upon their own institution. Still bound by ritual. Consider how the flesh engine, built only for great violence, could not comprehend its own escape. The perfect instrument of change is not compromised by looking within itself or beyond itself. The perfect instrument is a mind in constant motion. Right, it seems like it could be a Lost Springs reference, the Jackalope.
Welcome to Innsmouth Academy.
Science and the arts, creatures of the occult, demons, and even some people were laid into the very foundations that keep Innsmouth Academy standing, all to provide anima for the wars that protect the school and Kingsmouth from everything that lurks outside and inside the walls. Now the walls themselves are leaking anima and creatures are breaking free, leaving the school vulnerable. Examine the campus blueprints to find out where the anima caches are. They should be in the headmaster's office.
To teach the gifted is the highest form of our sciences and arts. Believe me, I have made exhaustive studies of them all. Necromancy is a dog and pony show. Demonology? Please. Leave bargaining with the hell dimensions to the chancers and masochists. Callimetry is brutish puppet work and recollects my days of medical practice. They were curtailed. But my humanistic focus was not shared by the founders of this grand institution, this great experiment. It has been said that there is a skeleton in every closet here at Innsmouth. That is simply not true. They were laid into the very foundation walls. The basement might bleed if you chipped beneath the plaster.
That's a figure of speech, right?
I'm sorry, Carter.
Oh my god, have you ever heard of a white lie?
The architecture was exacting. A pattern, a focus, a tomb, a battery. Stockpiling anima from many sources, not entirely willing sources. It would be politic to close the breaches before they emerge.
The first time you get bricked in's probably the worst time, eh?
From my research, it seems each time begins a claustrophobic eternity anew.
You're like the world's revenge on sarcasm. Do you know that?
The world's revenge on sarcasm.
Good luck. Out.
Cool it out.
Hormones, ley lines, unfortunate combination. History of accidental drownings. Payment grid rupture. Giga death. Racially dedicated 1967 order process. Original foundation and cadavers. Going to the door. They look kind of cool. Like up close. Go to the pond. Blue Lantern! They just like go into that tree and not come out? What happened there? Outer wall, here we come. Defeat Academy Wraith. He decided to show up. Gladiator. Do not be put off by the occult practice of stuffing the living into walls. It is the most efficient way of powering anima and should be considered a form of veneration. We honor them and they protect us, until they begin to leak out. Then it is time to stop honoring them. You have done well to hold up the foundations of Innsmouth Academy. The institution itself is meaningless, all institutions are, but the secrets it holds, the countless texts, are to be respected. If you must be cornered anywhere, make it a room full of knowledge. Hey Arctic, how's it going? Breakfast cult. Most of the ancient wards of protecting the academy have been disabled. Familiars are running free and predators are entering and leaving the academy grounds. The wards feed on anima and must be reactivated in order to control the chaos and protect the island. The wards in and around the academy must be reactivated. Pick up the anima manipulator from the nearby desk and examine the functioning wards at the office door. Then test and make sure familiars are being kept out.
Did you come for the library amnesty? Regrettably, our alumni schedule for the semester has been heavily impacted by the massacre. Slaughter is a crutch, an unfortunate crutch. I presided as Innsmouth's headmaster over a run of good form for 15 years. Naturally, there have been the usual accidents, maimings, well within accountable risks. As I would tell parents before I was retired from the reparation committee, you cannot vivisect a ghoul without breaking a few legs.
Ah, he's paraphrasing. Work with me here, HJ. Moving right along.
The wards of this school, hundreds of years old, are violated. It is unthinkable, but we handle the unthinkable every day. Now things are slipping through. Both ways. I'm not sure which is worse for the general health of the island. A thorough investigation will follow as soon as we have appointed new staff and dissolved their predecessors' corpses. Yes, the immediate concern is that the wards must hold. The devices are hungry, rapacious for anima.
Great. We'll have a sacrificial donation drive. Or a bake sale.
Delightful.
Delightful.
Quick access inventory updated.
Inspect the ward by the office door. Okay. symbol.
Access inventory updated.
Okay, so we made this ward. Someone come test it. We just need to gather a bunch of ammo, right? It's just not showing down here. What's it not showing down there? Weird.
Quick access inventory updated.
Okay. So we have 3 shards now. I think we actually need a lot more. Just in case, we'll grab some more. I don't even think you have to test these. I'm doing that, I have it, but I think you don't have to test those.
Quick access inventory updated.
Aha! Words, real and imagined, form the careful cages of the fearful life. They are not without power. See how they have blocked societies in and marked out territories or graveyards? Words against death, against the past, deny that the past is cyclic. The blueprints of Intimate Academy were inked in blood. Time passes, blood comes again. After you have gone from here, blood will wait its next turn. The Illuminati are their own ruin. A war walls, chaos, an open mouth, and a silent scream forever. Alright, I think we have one last mission for HJ.
No handshakes, please. Body temperature makes my skin burn.
They call him HJ, right? Even though it should be HM? I don't know. Maybe his middle name. Or I'm just misremembering. To Sir with Love. A wraith from Montag's past has come back to do more than just haunt him. The headmaster knows that in the realm of the Peacock King, blood calls for blood. However, Carter and Miss Usher aren't willing to let him pay the ultimate price. It may be possible to exercise the wraith without giving it the headmaster's life. However, there's no way to get around the fact that his blood will be needed.
A wraith? That's improbable. They cannot manifest far from their wretched corpse. Only the Yazidi knew how to... Oh, Yazidi. As a bookish child, I accidentally intoned a death curse that claimed my mother, our neighbors, and a passing couple in the street, though it spared their small russet dog. I was young and needed the knowledge. Carter, this is why I saw something of myself in you. A great and terrible power to be shaped with the care I never had.
That's not really encouraging, sir.
I assure you that your magic has almost certainly not caused any immediately fatal injuries. This loose end has become a hangman's noose. Exorcising the wraith calls for a ritual sacrifice. My ritual sacrifice.
No way.
No bloody way.
In fact, it is the only way. In the realm of the Peacock King, blood calls for blood. Such is the price of foolish magic. I should like that for my epitaph.
This isn't gonna happen, HJ. Obviously, I defer to your massive brain on most matters of the occult, but the only object lesson happening today is you learning about compromise.
That sounds painful.
Less painful than making a pentacle from your entrails.
You remembered the very book of curses. Truly a model student.
Collect the syringe from the first aid kit.
Quick access inventory updated.
Collect a sample of his blood. Okay, did that. Research wraiths in the library. Extra-dimensional assassins 101. Confronting the wraith, the reflected image. Confrontation is never an ideal course of action. In the event that confrontation is unavoidable, remember that the wraith loathes our physical reality and perceives it through the minds of its intended victims. Highly reflective surfaces such as mirrors appear to be escape routes to the wraith when it is agitated. After passing through a mirror, the wraith will always attempt to re-engage its victim through another mirror. We acquire a mirror from the supply closet. Ooh, lantern!
Quick access inventory updated.
And an occult spectrometer.
Quick access access inventory updated.
Blood in the area. Okay. Place the mirror on the ground. Gotcha. Defeat the wraith. Smash the mirror. Crap. Came up behind me. Why is there a shit ton of them?
Quick access inventory updated.
Give the slide to Hayden Montag. Wow, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. I've had problems with that quest in the past.
No handshakes, please. Body temperature makes my skin crawl.
Happy Halloween. Aye.
You have saved the headmaster from a great act of cowardice. He knew very well that he needn't try to exercise a wraith. His ingredients, however, are another matter. The ship is sinking, and he is determined to go down with it. He seems to go down before it. This torment from his past was to be the straw that broke his back. He saw an opportunity to jump into the freezing water before it was even necessary. It will not be that easy. The line between our friends and our enemies is often blurred. Sometimes the best and worst you can do for either is to make them live another day. Huh. Alright, so we have all this Savage Coast done. So we're just have this northwestern section here to do, which will be for another day. like to go up to this area up here. Hey, complete sprint 4. Whew. Alright, this is where we're gonna end the stream, I think. Pretty nice view. Thanks everybody for hanging out. See if I can host somebody. Alright, we'll give these guys a host. Go say hi for me. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Oh, thanks for the bits. Appreciate it, man.